Hey everyone, so this is going to be our week 2 exercise circuit. So last week we really focused on just awareness of breath, right? Doing things a little bit quicker, one breath, one movement, very small and quick movements. So today we're going to focus on adding a little bit of fire and a little bit more power. So still doing everything with just body weight, focusing on the breath, but now we're just going to be doing some exercises that do kind of like compound movements, but still keeping it relatively light and accessible at the same time. So of course, give me your feedback for the last one. Feel free to chat with me at any time. So we're going to get started, and pretty much all you need is just your space or mat that you're going to work with. All right, so to begin, a couple times and find a nice just wide stance, big breath, and down. Just warming up the whole body, shoulders, hips. Okay, and then we're going to stretch to the side. And then other side. One more time. All right, and forward. Point the toes forward, fold, take your time. And then begin to roll it all the way back up. Very nice. We'll do a couple hip circles, taking that knee in and out. So just nice, easy rotations. And then shake out the legs. You can do one at a time. Shake out ankle, into the knee, the thigh. Big shake. And switch. You can roll the ankle, shake it out, knee, thigh. Good. Bounce it. Move the hips. Good. Shake the hip. And then now into our torso. Open the arms. Moving side to side. Gently still. Creating a nice opening through the entire spine. You can look back over each shoulder. Flick out the wrists, flick out the hands. Into the elbows. Shoulder shrugs. Good. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, we're good. All right, so we're going to get started. The first one that we're going to do, or the first exercise we're going to do, you can either use the wall, or if you have a pole, you're going to use the pole. So this one used to be one of my favorites. So it's an exercise focusing on our glutes, but also just like leg and hip stability. So we're going to be using the wall or the pole. So if you have your foot up on the wall, you of course can't take your other leg past it. So you would just start it right next to the wall and then arms down by the side. So you'd have the other foot. So you're going to be pressing into the left foot, right leg reaches up to the sky and then back down. If you have the pole, you can always extend your bottom leg, reach it up and then back down. So we'll do that for 10 on each leg. And nice big squeeze to your butt at the top. And feel free to do these at a little bit slower pace as well. So really focusing on that lift, the squeeze, and then the lower. Good. Once you get to 10, you're going to switch sides. And another thing as well too, try and keep that foot fully flat so the heel is not lifting as you're raising your hips. So fully pressing into the foot, lift the other leg, and then lower. So you're inhaling to come down, exhaling to lift. When you've reached 10 on each side, you can hug the legs into your chest. And always just being aware of the body. So if you feel after you've done about 8 that that's a lot, you can just stop there. And then if you get to 10, you would like to add on a couple extra, then go to 12. All right, so from here we're gonna raise or come all the way up. This next one, we're just gonna be stepping forward into a lunge. So you make sure you have some space in front of you. So hands can come to your hips. Step forward, right foot. And then from here, you can keep the hands on your hips, or if it feels better to have them forward, you can do that too. And then we're gonna step forward into that lunge, but then lean slightly forward, tap the left toe up, step back, and then step all the way to the back. So just adding that combined movement, stepping forward, hold that lunge, lean forward, tap, step back, and press it all the way up. Okay, so same thing, we're going for 10 on each side. And just really trying to keep it nice and low, controlling through that bend. And as well, notice your knee over the toes. And if you notice there's any feeling of the knee wanting to come inwards or outwards, trying to really stabilize. And you can always be beside the pole or the wall, right, to help with that as well. So almost there on this side. Okay, so now from here, we do the same thing, just switching the legs. So now we're stepping forward on the left. Tap, step, and back up. Keep her going. So for these ones, feel free to do about 8 on each side, since we're doing a larger movement. Okay, so once you've reached 8 of those, just trying to feel how the stability of the legs felt, right? Making sure we're always really grounding down and pushing through the floor. Okay, so for the next one. So same thing here, we're gonna use the pole or the wall. So your hands can either be stacked like that on the pole, or they're going to be just regular, pretty much from like the shoulders on the wall. So I'll demonstrate first. Okay, so this is going to be like a wide elbow assisted or incline push-up. So you walk the feet back, squeeze through inner thighs, draw belly button in and up, push, and then come back. Okay, and then the pole is really helpful because you always know when to stop because it's pretty close to where you are, but just really feeling the triceps engage. So when you feel that engagement, then you just push from there. So it doesn't have to dip, right? Because sometimes when you dip, then your hips lift. So keeping everything in line, find that engagement, and then push back up. Okay, and then these ones, you go same thing, about 8 to 10. If 10 feel okay, then do a couple extra to 12. So then from here, we're going to switch the grip and go to what we've done before in class. But if you're on the wall, all you're going to do is just, instead of the elbows being wide, you're going to hug them in towards your sides and keep going. So for these ones, you're going to stack the hands like you're holding a baseball bat. Make sure the hands aren't too high for this one, right? Not in front of the face, really coming from the chest. And then you can also focus on, if you're using the pole, just the horseshoe of the hand. So we're coming forward and push, forward and push. Inhale down, exhale push. And then when you're done, drop the heels and let your chest come through the arms. And then begin to roll it all the way up. Okay, so that's our first set of exercises. So we have those 3 exercises. And then we're going to repeat it again. Okay, so we're going to come all the way down onto your back. And now you know what to do. So either on the wall or with the pole, placing your left foot to start. And then as you lift your hip, the opposite leg goes up to the ceiling and then comes down. And then same thing, once you get to your set of 10, bring the legs in and begin to switch sides. Breathe. And then once you're done, you hug the knees. Okay, then we're going to start to come up to standing. There we go. Okay, and then working into the the next exercise. So coming into our lunges with the tap. So we start by stepping forward into that lunge, lean forward, tap the toe, step, and then come back. So the first lunge is the most important, and then you're stabilizing, tapping the toe, and then just kind of stepping back. So the second one isn't as deep of a lunge. Good, keep her going. Really same thing, going for those controlled movements every time. All right, and then from there you can repeat that on the opposite side. All right, almost there. So once you get to about 8 to 10, however those feel, really seeing if you're getting that burn in the thighs, and then do that amount of weight or reps. Okay, so now we're gonna move into our last exercise before we come to our second set of exercises. So we have the push-ups. So setting up here, finding that plank position, starting with the wide elbows. So on the pole, the hands are turned, thumb faces down. There we push and push away and extend. Make sure to squeeze inner thighs, keeping the body in a plank. Draw lower abs in and up. And also, you can switch, if you're on the pole, switch what hand was on top. Okay, so then from there, we're going to take it into the usual grip where the elbows hug more towards the side. Keep feeling that push away from the chest. And then drop the heels, lower it down. And then roll it all the way up. All right, so good. So we have like our 30 to 60-second break. So I'm going to start to introduce what the next exercise or set of exercises starts with. So our first one is just going to be coming down onto the elbows. So for the next 3, we're going to be essentially down or using the mat and the floor. Okay, so we're going to step it out onto the elbows, step the toes back, and then from here, you can either go left knee down, right knee to the side, and then step back, right knee down, left knee to the side, and then step back. So those are called your spider plank. Or you can just keep it all the way up and just go right knee, and then back, left knee, and then back. Okay? So either way, you're going to move right knee, left knee 10 times each side. Okay? When you're ready, let's go. Try and really squeeze through the side of the body as you take the knee forward and out. And to remind the modifiers, knee down, other knee to the side, step back in between. Knee down, knee to the side, step back. Knee down, knee to the side, step back. Okay, you have a couple more. And then drop the knees, push it all the way back. All right. From here, similar, we're going to be moving with alternating sides or legs. So you can come up now into downward dog. Step your feet a little bit wider. Lift the hips up. And then begin to squeeze your butt. Right leg lifts and then down. Left leg lifts and then down. Nice and slow and controlled, so you're not doing like a kicking or momentum swing, right? You're leading with your butt. Almost there. And then slowly, once you get 10 on each leg, drop the knees, push it back again. And then slowly come up. One more exercise in this set. We're gonna do toes tuck under. Lift the hips again. This time the feet are about as wide as the mat and a little bit closer than they were for the last exercise. From here, your chin is slightly tucked and you're bending your elbows and pushing up. Trying to feel like your whole, like from your hips that are hinged, all the way down to your palms, everything's moving straight down and then back up. So you're like, as if you're keeping the exact shape of the body, and the only thing that's moving is the bending of the elbows. So this is a forward or shoulder forward press. So as you bend, the heel should lift, but not worrying about going so low. Just go as low as you can, push back up with control. Good, couple more. Very nice. One more time, drop the knees. And this time you can sit it back, roll the shoulders. And then we're going to move into our second round of these exercises. All right. So to begin, we have our elbow plank with the spider knees. So you can come down. Start by stepping the toes back. Squeeze and hold. And start right knee squeeze and back. Inhale back, exhale, reach. Good, going at your pace, your breath. And when you're done, bring it down, take a breath. And then we're going to slowly come up into the downward dog. Chin is slightly tucked, gazing in between the thighs. Squeeze your butt, lift the right leg, and lower. Nice and controlled. Hope you're listening to music that you enjoy, or you're following with the playlist. Very nice. And then we're going to slowly bring it down, drop the knees, push it back. Okay, then we have one more from the downward dog. So once again, coming up, finding that inverted V shape and really just trying to find the bend in the elbows and a push away, right? Really pushing the floor away to strengthen through the shoulders and keep the core engaged. So tuck the toes, walk the feet wide and a little bit closer. Chin slightly tucked, bend the elbows and push. You got it, almost there. Very good, drop it down. Shake it out, you can roll the shoulders, big rolls, big shrugs. All right, beautiful job. The last and final one that we're going to do, if you have the pole with you, you might be familiar with these that we've done before. You're going to cross your ankles. And if you don't have the pole, you can always just take this on the floor. And let's say if you have something that you can bring in between the calves so that you keep an engagement through the inside of the legs, right? Then you would bend your knees and we're going into our Russian side to side. All right, when you're ready, counting to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, good work, everyone. You're going to come all the way down. Take your time to arrive on your back. Walk the feet wide. Let the knees drop side to side. Windshield wipers. And then keep the feet wide. You can let the knees knock in towards each other. And maybe even resting the hands on your heart or belly. We'll take a final minute of following the breath. Really feeling into your entire energetic body, feeling your power, and knowing that as you create good habits, consistency, you'll slowly begin to see your goals, feel your inward and outward transformation. Grow your awareness of self and body and begin to step into all that you are. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow.